Hello, this is State Senator Dale Ryder. Today is Wednesday, February 16th, and I'm coming to you again today from my office here in the state capitol. Earlier today, Governor Pat Quinn delivered his budget address laying out what he hopes will be the state's spending plan for fiscal year 2012. Now, what I hope to hear from the governor today at the start of his speech is what I've hoped to hear from him in the last couple speeches that he's given, what I think most of my constituents hope to hear from him as well, and that is for the governor to stand up and recognize that state government has to live by the same fiscal principles as families and businesses do, not just in my district, but all across the state. And that is starting with the proposition that you can't spend more money than you actually have. That is something that the state's leaders have done year in and year out for the better part of the last decade. And it's why, as you know, we find ourselves in the fiscal predicaments we do today. Unfortunately, that's not what we heard from Governor Quinn. What we heard today from Governor Quinn was a proposal to increase state spending by another $1.7 billion and laid out a spending plan that is a deficit budget by about $1.5 billion unless the state borrows yet again in order to fill that spending gap. More taxes, more borrowing, more spending. That's the plan, unfortunately, that Governor Quinn laid out today. I believe that the General Assembly needs to sit down in a bipartisan fashion and recognize first the principle I started with just a moment ago, that we cannot spend any more money than we bring in, and if that means spending cuts in certain areas or no increases in other areas, then that's what we need to do. Having said that, I want to hear from you, your reaction to Governor Pat Quinn's budget address and his proposals. As always, you can email me at district office at drider@consolidated.net. I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the 2-Minute Drill, and have a great evening.